Ever tried to cram one last gift into a shipping box only to find it won't fit, even though there's technically enough empty space? That frustration is a real-world geometry problem that companies spend millions to solve. The mistake we all make is thinking about total volume. A 1,000 cubic centimeter box seems like it should hold 10 100 cubic centimeter items. But if those items are shaped like long, thin rulers, they won't fit. The first rule of packing is this: you can't just divide volumes. You have to think dimension by dimension. How many fit along the length? How many fit along the width? And how many stack up along the height? Multiply those three numbers and you have your real answer. This is how logistics companies perfectly load their planes and trucks. But that's only half the puzzle. Every box has two identities: what it can hold and what it costs to make. Its holding power is its volume, the cubic space inside. That's how you know if 1 liter of water will overflow a container. But its cost is its surface area, the total amount of flat material needed to build it. Companies are obsessed with this because less material means lower costs. This leads to the ultimate design secret: efficiency. If you want to hold a specific amount, say 250 milliliters of juice, what's the cheapest shape for the carton? The answer is almost always a cube or something close to it. A long, flat box holds the same amount of juice but uses way more cardboard. That's why so many products come in compact, cube-like packaging. It's not a coincidence, it's a deliberate optimization. So, from the warehouse floor to your kitchen shelf, everything is a battle between space and skin. Mastering volume and surface area isn't just about passing a math test. It's the hidden blueprint for how we design, build, and ship our entire world.